Gals and Jason, looking for some booty? Head over to computerbooter.com and get your fix. Brought to you by Ace.
Hey, how you going, mate? I've got to change.
E.T.
Got my tips, yay. Chris McKenna. God, I hope it's better than the last one. Last one was shit. Alright. Hold on. No, I'm just writing them now with the 4.91 patch. I don't think it's going to work now, but we'll give it a whirl. I couldn't get the sockets on, they're just a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. I'd rather just solder them each time. Alright, I'm going to re-ball these two. That's the one I fixed the pad on yesterday. Oh, I tried it, Vic. Come back to it, but yeah, absolute nightmare. Getting it lined up, pins on it, solder pin. They're not actually pins, they're big solid chunks of pin. So getting the heating under there with the irons, one was the biggest issue. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains, I'm the boss, I'm making change, I've been rocking this exchange, topping off and risking things, hey Trey. Name, I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame, no I'm not that hang on, I'll give you a tracking.
I put your email in, so there should have been an email on you. Unless I put the wrong email in. What day was that? Got your name on it. And it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots. If I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots. Yeah, Pedro. What's the tracking there? I never back up. I don't miss a thing. I'll regret it. I'm always learning. You could call me academic. I'm always working. Never been apathetic. That energy is like a poison. Needs some antiseptic. Clean my stencil. Where's the tracking actually is at the moment? I arrived at facility. Oh, it's in Sunshine West, Victoria at the moment. I didn't give you time to answer the phone. They're the same camera angles as always, Petra. I should have my capture card by lunchtime today, hopefully, and sort all the rest of the shit out. Perhaps the way it was. And then I can set up another camera. I'm waiting on the AC adapter to come for it though, because the old one died. I can't get this full screen, that's until I get this new capture card. Normally you don't have the picture-in-picture on this angle.
Oh, you fucking... Why? Why? Oh, you... What the frick's going on? Too much flux in that corner. Oh no, that's my fixed pad, motherfucker. They just joined together. Oh. Oh yeah, I don't like Webman. Each their own though. You shouldn't need to adjust the fan tables at all. Leave the default Syscon, let it do its job. Don't be one of those phobic temperature dudes. Oh, that other NAND's just finished. So I want to write 0 to this one. And 0 donut patched. Okay. Yeah, you can just don't enable. Yeah, just select the Syscon option. Everyone gets paranoid about the temperatures, I don't know why. Post pictures upon pictures of, oh, look, my temps are these good. Mate, console works, it runs, freaking use it. It's not going to die if you don't have it running at 60%, 30%, just let it do its thing. It's not the cooling that kills them. Or not having low temps like everyone seems to want, but anyway. So each to their own. The whole PS3 world seems to revolve around it. I find it funny. they spend more time looking at their temperature friggin' information than they do playing their console, I reckon. So like, Sam, do you ever play your console, or you just play with it? What else do you play with while you're playing with it? Probably don't want to know. Yeah, all you need is just select the Syscon option and let the Syscon run with the console. You don't need to trying to keep it at a certain temperature or anything. The console will do what it needs to do. There's a Syscon setting in the list there. Select that. Right, let's have a look at that repaired pad, see how she's looking. I'm thinking of de-chipping that PS1 and just selling it as standard. Take the chip out of it, just flog it as a replacement unit. Having it chipped and only run on power games, shit on NTSC is probably not worth it. I'll save the chip for another fat PS1 or something. What's it going to damage, Petro? That's the question. Nothing. If you don't use Webman. It's not the temperature of the console that kills them. That seems to be the ridiculous consensus of the PS3 community. I don't know why, but I say that I don't think they play their consoles. They sit there and watch the temperatures, monitor the temperatures, and get boners and worried and paranoid about it. Don't put yourself in that category. I haven't yet, Chris. Yeah. I will. Oh, and flash the one whatever bias it was that you were mentioning. This bench is filthy up the back there.
In the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain, I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society.
There's a couple of theories. So the main theory is lead-free solder is the biggest issue because it's porous, suspension and contraction, and no matter what temperature it gets brittle and cracks. And then the other side of it is Sony's poor design with the IHS on top of it. You have it rebored with leaded solder, it's a very highly unlikely chance you're going to have any more issues with it, no matter what temperature you run it on. Trust me. It's not about temperature. All right. Another 40 there to harvest too. You could run it on a bed of ice with lead-free solder in the fridge and it's still going to do the same thing. Don't join that paranoia club. You'll be sitting there looking at your temperatures for the next 15 years. As everyone else does. Instead of enjoying your console. That's really high for a 40. It's dropping now though. Very high for 40, but it starts at like 6 and then drops to like 4.5. Interesting. You're convincing yourself to be part of that group, Petro, by the sounds of it. That's what I'm taking from that. Alright, what's next? I should remove that chip out of that thing. But what we'll do is we'll put, so this was NAND 1, which I'm going to put behind the WotC port. Behind the hard drive port apparently. So Vic, this is NAND 1, I'm putting it on, oh hang on, this is NAND, in the schematics this is NAND 1, yeah, so I need to put NAND 1 on NAND 0, so not on this one, on the other one. So I have NAND 1 written here. So it needs to go over here. God, pads are just falling off it now, to be expected after the amount of times it's been attacked. Pads are just letting go left, right and centre. Lucky they're unused pads. This is the one that I can't get to boot again after downgrading it. So this is NAND 0 and I'm putting NAND 1 on it. Which I'm really not convinced it's the way to go, but anyway. Yeah, I know how to do all that, Rick, yeah. It's just a bitch to get on. Fingers crossed. I really think I need my NAND dump patched with 2.76. Or something along those lines to get it running. It's definitely something to do with the 2.76 downgrade. That's what's causing the issue. No doubt about it. Because it all went pear-shaped after it rebooted from installing the 276. Better than Buddha. I won't tell Buddha you said that. I'll still wait on the other end to write yet before I can try and turn it on. Where am I? So yeah, Vic, I really think it's something in the Syscon. I shouldn't have gone to 2.76. I should have just gone to like 3.1 or something. Anyway, too late now to worry about it. Damage is done. These pads are getting weaker and weaker. I think this is what, about the 10th time I've put hands on and off it after writing them. So this is the 4.91 patch. We'll just have to see how it goes. Hey Nam, how you going, mate? So I'm just waiting on the other hand to finish. So yeah, I've gone your way, Vic, and I'll put 1 on 0 and I'll put 0 on 1. So this, I've replaced the Starship on this as well, thinking maybe there's an odd chance that that was the issue, but it's not. We've tried the original NAND dumps, don't work. We've tried 3.55, 4.5 and 4.7, now I'm doing 4.91, which like I said, I really don't think this is going to fix it, but it's something to the Syscon. Yeah, I wrote 491, yeah. I'm starting to think I really need a 2.76 patch to suit the Syscon. Although the original NAND, yeah, because it's on, so the original NAND dump was 3.55 ROS0 and ROS1. Yet I've downgraded it to 2.76. Now the other funny thing that happened was when I installed the 2.76 in safe mode, it was still asking for 3.55 or higher. So I hit the go button, didn't think it would actually let me run 2.76 at that point, and it did. Yeah, it's definitely sure the NAND, yeah. I was really surprised that it let me actually run 2.76 through it, to be honest. It didn't make sense, but that should give me an error and say no compatible firmware found. But it did, it ran through. So that's where the problem might have arose too, kind of thing. So yeah, that, I don't know if you know the whole story. That's a long one, but yeah, the problems started after 2.76 finished installing. Yellow lighted with 1701, and then from there I had, so the only dump I have, original dump, is from Rebug 999 Downgrader. I have a full 256 MB dump while it was on the downgrader pup. So I took a dump then, and then I ran 2.76 through it and 1701, and then tried patching the Nans copious times now and just kept getting 30, 40. It's like the Syscon's wanting the 276 or something, I don't know, it's really weird. Nothing's reviving it. Still blaming Shawnee. What a waste of a good Frankie. Shawnee. I know you're watching, Shawnee. So I used 2 blank donors again because I've only got the full dump. So I used 2 blank donors again and patched 491 and then deinterlaced them, whatever it is, back into 2 separate dumps. And then wrote them on 491. So the current dump's the one I sent you. The original dump. I think it's still the Syscon, yeah. And I think the only way it's going to work is if the dump is patched for 2.76, I feel. Instead of 3.5 or 4.5, you know, I think the dump needs patching to 2.76 for the Syscon to actually boot it. That's what it feels like. That's the sensation I'm getting from it. Because you would, otherwise, any of the patched dumps would have worked. It would have booted and go through the rest of the process, but nothing has worked. That's why I don't think this 4.91 is going to work either. It's no different than the other patches, really. It's the 2.76 that's fucked me up. 2.76 I did, Rick, yeah. But that dump is from 3.55999 downgrader. And then after installing the 2.76, I went with 1701, which I found interesting. And then I put those same dumps back on, original dump, and it's still going 30-40 on me, not 1701. So it's weird. That thing's probably got another 20 minutes yet. I guess we can get the board out of this ready for harvesting. We're waiting for the other Nan to finish. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So it has to be to do with the Syscon. The Syscon at the moment, in my eyes, would be set something to do with the 2.76 install, has changed something in the Syscon, and it's not liking anything. I don't know, it's weird. Very weird. And I should have been able to write back that original dump and have it work prior to the downgrade, but that doesn't work either. They're getting power, etc. Blah 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 blah. I've replaced the Starship just on the odd chance that it might actually be an issue with that, but it's still the same problem. I've done it with and without FSM, yeah. Pretty sure. 3.55 I would have done FSM from memory. I've written that many Nans now do it. I've tried everything, trust me. It's a bitch. It won't even turn on though to use the dongle. That's what I mean, it's just shutting down. If it turned on and stayed on, yeah, I'd run the dongle, but echo sound. She's on then off. I need to pull that shit out the back. There's so much crap floating around on that bench at the moment. Yeah, it's not staying on at all. It's just yellow light with 30-40. And even with the original dump, it's doing that, which makes me think that's why I went for the Starship. I thought something else is going on here. It's not the actual NANs. Oh, it's the firmware on them, something else, but I haven't been able to work anything out, so. So it was a working console, working Frankie, but I wanted to test the Orbis method. So I needed to take it lower than 3.4 or whatever it is, so that would just green light with the 40 on there. Revert the Syscon back to 90 and install the Orbis and see if I could get image and then upgrade it to 3.55. That didn't happen. Went pear-shaped after it installed 2.76. So yeah. But it was a good working Frankie prior to that. It was QA flagged. I had to QA flag it to even get it to downgrade. Enable QA flag. So I was saying to Vic the other day, is it worth me dumping the Syscon and sending the Syscon dump to someone to see if, who knows what they're doing, if there's something weird going on there. That other hand's still got 10 minutes, might have a quick durry. That could be ready by then. That case is like brand spanking new. It's like yum yum. Save that for another day. See if I can get this off without rambling. Yeah, I QA flagged it, yes. I enabled it. Because you can't run 999 through it without enabling it. so it was enabled. I can't, how do I disable it though? And where? In the NANs or? Alright, let's get this puppy off. In the Syscon, so I'd have to pull and dump the Syscon. Yeah, okay. Oh, I can get in and write it through UART. That's what you're saying. Okay, interesting. Well, I can check if it's enabled or disabled if I know the offset. I'm pretty sure it'll be enabled for sure. No, not going to get much of a view there. No, just want to look at that. Alright, so I'll just get this RSX off and then I'll plug it into UART and see what's going on there, eh? I guess, and this in the end will be finished soon, and then I guess if it's enabled, disable it and see if it boots, but will that throw the 3040? That's a good question, isn't it? Why would it want it? My question will be, why would it work? Why would it want it to be disabled to work? Okay, so I'd have to pull the Syscon and dump it, patch it and rewrite it. By the sounds of what you're saying there. Can't do it by UART now, you're saying? Let me just get this RSX off and we'll have a look-see. So FF would be disabled and 00 would be enabled, I'm guessing? In CXRF, you mean? So I need to, so you're saying I need to pull it off the board, dump it? That's what I'm getting out of that conversation. Ah, okay, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Alright, let's have a look, see, eh? Yep. One cable. Oh, I can find my input now. I can't wait till this new capture card comes today. There we go. Alright, so you want me to read, see what, read. CXR won't do anything, will it? You can't get right into the Syscon there? You don't have all the internal commands in CXR? Is that cool? I've got internal open on this. I would expect to do it in internal mode, not external mode. I'm sure I need to be in here. Ah, now it's giving me grief. Why? I can normally get into CXR with Diag plugged on, but yeah. So I definitely need to be in CXR? Yeah, so you want me in CXR, not CXRF? Like, that's external commands, you can't really do much with it, as far as I know. I'll go back in there and have a look. So you want me to read... So that'll be like, read 7200, that's going to go 50. Is that what you're talking about? You definitely need diag to get into this far into it, yeah. External mode won't, you can't even see this shit. Wait. D3E. 7,300. Oh, no. Keyboard's not working. What's going on? Oh. $72 is the top one there in the list, in those 3 batches. Oh, my other NAND's finished too. So we've got no RAM bleeds, sweet. So that's the 50 at, which one, the top one? 723E. So read 7,250 bytes there. Is that? Or you want me to read 733E 50 bytes? Oh, so the 7,200. What? Oh, hang on, you're confusing me now. So the 48D3E or 733E? Yes, it got me confused now. Which one do I need to be on? Or which one are we looking at? So the other NAND's ready to go back on the board too. You sure? Should I take a screenshot of that so I don't... So which one? The 733E? The one we're on now, the bottom of the screen? Okay. So you want me to FF all of that? Far out, it's going to take me ages to type it out. Is there a way I can do it within 50? I'm going to take a screenshot of that in case I've got to revert it. Yeah, I got to do FF 50 times here. Get that? So if I just go this, copy that, and go right 3. Is it 733E? 733E. Oh, I don't. Oh shit! Here we go. Eek. All right, you want me to check? Eek. Oh, unknown command. Okay. Oh. So I wrote the first line by the looks of it. So it's only written this. So it completed the first one and then the rest of them are unknown commands. So so that's 734E, 5E, 6E and 7E. Is that correct? Down the line. So the top line's 33E, then 34E, 35E, 36E. Yeah? Okay, so W734E, just want one row of FFs. Ooh. So if I read that now, 733E, 50, so have 2 lines of Fs now? Okay, cool. Alright, so write 735E, right, 736E. Oh, I did 4, didn't I? Hang on. Oh, am I going too far? Ah, right, hang on. So I've got the last line to do. Okay. So now I need to do, it was 7, isn't it? 3, 7, 3, 7E. Alright, so that same offsets are all now FFs. 3733E, yeah? So how do I write the 48COA? So you want me to read 48COA? See what's there? Read, okay, so read, oh, what's 720? Reads, okay. Read, which one? So, you're saying the 720A01? Zero, zero. Is that the right one? Yeah, so that's 720A01, offset 1 there. White 1 or whatever it is. What's 00 saying? It's disabled. I've definitely enabled it. For COA01. So that's the 720A, alright. I might take a screenshot of that too, just in case I've got to revert shit. In case it does go pear-shaped. So that would be going back to FF if it's... Alright, so you want me to write 720A FF, 01FF. I think I got to do 01FF, don't I there, Vic? Just the first offset. To get it to change the first one. Pretty sure I do from memory. So 720A 01FF. So now if we read it, read 720A 01, it should be FF. Oh, no, oh, so I don't have to, okay. Shit. Whoa, no, what would have been in number 2? Uh-oh. Because I've made... Uh-oh. I've actually changed the second offset to FF. So this will be 01FF. Uh-oh. Would that normally be FF, the second one? Good question. So they're all FFs there. I've changed that +1 though to FF. Whether it was FF before or not, I don't know. I didn't look that far into it, Vic. I only ever did the one offset when reading it. I didn't read the second one until now. But I need to, so I need to write 720A FF. I'm guessing going by that line, it's probably default by FF by default, I would say. So W720A FF. Just change back the 01 to FF, yeah. So now it should be FF all the way along that line, except for the end there, the 00s. Would it be the same in another console? So I can check that second offset? Yeah, so I was just thinking. I haven't got one hooked up at the moment, but I have a funny hunch that was probably FF anyway. I could put this other end on and see if she boots, eh? God, I hope so. It'll be a mission fixing this fucker if it does. My poor pad's coming off everywhere. Okay, it's your picture. just had moved it. Yeah, we're working on it, Sean. If this doesn't work, I'm just going to have to give up on it. It's been such a headache, this thing. I got nowhere in the end with it. It's all your fault, Sean. If you didn't send me that Orbis, I wouldn't be in this position. Whose goddamn idea was it, eh? Must admit it's my idea, but... I was like, I'll give this a go. Hell yeah, this would be a cool solution for Frankie's if it fixes it. Works. Fuck, did it work alright? Worked too well. Not. Yeah, it was a working console. Oh, they're missing pads. Alright, cool. Ready to rock and roll. Let's just... I might pair it on with the Syscon and see what it says, eh? Oh boy. Alright. So here's the current error log. It'll be full of 3040s. I've cleared it at some stage. Yeah. Here we go. Ooh, it's a longer. Ah, motherfucker. Still 3040. I'm gonna cry. Oh man. So I put 0 on 1 and 1 on 0 like you say, yeah. So the NAND, the patch dump 0 I wrote, I've put it on 1 on the board, and the NAND patch 1 dump, I've I've put on NAND 0 on the board. Whatever. Reverse to normal. Which I've never done. Remember I was saying that to you? Yeah, so I soldered it. So NAND O dump is on NAND 1 on the board. And NAND 1 dump is on NAND O on the board. So I've got NAND 1 dump here and NAND 0 dump here, and that's actually the 0 position and the 1 position, back to front. Oh, man, I thought that was going to go then. It was a little bit, I thought it was a little bit longer, but it wasn't. Still at the 6.0 step. So on the schematic, Vic, this is NAND 0, but I have put NAND 1 right on there. And then NAND 1 on the schematic, I have NAND 0 on there, which I never do. I normally put them on as 0 and 1. Yeah, so this is 0, but I've got the NAND 1 dump written to that chip. The reverse to the schematics, because that's what you told me. But I've never done it that way. I've always put NAND O on O and NAND 1 on 1. So I would normally put them back the other way when I'm messing with them. You with me there? So the schematics say this is 0 and this is 1. But I have number 1 NAND on here and 0 NAND on here, opposite. I've only done that way because that's what you've suggested. Like, I normally would put 0 on 0 and 1 on 1 after writing them. So after deanilicing or whatever it is and creating 2 separate dumps, I'll write NAND O dump and I'll install it on O on the board, and I'll write NAND 1 dump and I'll install it on 1 on the board. So this is back to front to my usual. I'm gonna have a smoke first. So what's the other thing you're talking about? Where was it? There's one last thing we can do, which is to set factory service mode manually. I'm not blaming you, Vic, but you did tell me to put them back to front, yeah, at one stage. So I went with it. So it's W IC3802 low. Oh, you're talking, yeah. High SATA connector and AV, yeah. So that's the way I've put them on. But on the schematics, they're back to front. So in the actual schematic, NAND 0 low is next to the south bridge, and high 1 is behind the HD port. And that's how I normally install them, but I have the high NAND patch NAND on the low and the back to front. Because Victor says it does that. So normally I would put O on O and 1 on 1, definitely, whenever I've messed around with them. So when I write NAND 0 patched I put Nan 0 on the low next to the south bridge, and I put the high on the one. It is, yes. I'm going to have a smoke and I'll come back and take them off, swap them over. I don't think it'll fix the problem because I did that once before with one of the other patches I ran. I swapped them back over just to test the theory, and it was still the same. Let me have a smoke and then I'll pull them back off and do them again.
Try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, your check as I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold an obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, Could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they see me. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions in the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives. You create thoughts. Never waste time. You got one shot. You got one life. Better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5. No mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way. What I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they see me. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me.
And then I can get all the pictures properly. Oh, painful. So I'll swap them Nans there in a sec. one better not have the friggin' colourful lines on it like the other one I got the other day. Should only take a couple of minutes to set up. Be nice to get that thing going after all the drama with it. Big drama in Little Aceville. And I'll just have to try out the Orbis on the next one that I've got that's actually genuinely got low firmware. Nice. So while I'm doing this, because it's going to lose image, I'll just go full screen here. I'll increase this. So the old one, it's going to drop out now. I won't need video out, I'll just need USB. Didn't even come with a USB cable, ripped off. So that's what I'm replacing. This thing costs as much as this, and these things are like it's twice the weight. Oh. This thing worked well until it stopped working via USB, and it's never had audio through the HDMI from day dot. I need a USB long enough to go across there too. Good to see you alive, Jason. We missed you. So I just need a, it's going to be annoying, I need a short powered cable, not this long one. This is spare HDMI for the camera. Let's try it in the front port, eh? See what happens. Oh, look at that. So, choose. Alright, so on 2 I have, there's the rework machine, which is number 2. Put it in 4. And 3 is screen capture. So I want 2 out of here. And I can sort out the other inputs later. Cool. So I should have side camera, input. If I go back to 1, there's no other switches there, and I go to 3, we got the scope. Ooh. And it's flickering. And 4 rework. Cool. Well, I should put screen capture. No, bear with me. So I don't need the rework machine. What's the rework machine on? 4. So I'll put the rework machine on 2 on 1 and put screen capture on 3 on 4 on this. That'll make life 10 times easier. Oh, hang on. Oops. What did I just pull out then? That's 4. Nothing. Nope. Got myself confused here, I think. Oh no, I need screen capture on 2 so I can. That's right. For when I'm running consoles, screens. That's right. So 1, 2, and 2 will be. Okay. Well, what's this one? I have no idea. One. So 1, 2, and on 2 I'll have my screen capture and consoles. That should be all that's on that. Yep. And then on 3 is the scope. And then 4, I don't know where the, I've lost the oh, so if I go back to 1, and I have, okay. I don't know what this cable is, I think it's a spare one. I've got Oh, one was HDMI out, that's right. And then the spare one I've got sitting under the bench for the other camera. Cool, cool. That's right. All good then. Alright. So the big question is, if I plug a console in, do we get sound out of it? So one's one. If I go oh wow, look at picture in picture. Huh. Can I increase the size of that? That's tiny in the corner down there. How do I make that bigger? Oh, I think I just keep pressing. No? What? Picture in picture's shit. It's tiny. I'm sure there's a way to enlarge it. There's a way to enlarge that bottom corner, I think, somehow. What I want to see if it works while we're here. See if you can actually hear this through the stream now. Tell me if you can hear this. Oh, what's going on here? Hang on. Okay, so I don't have... So that HDMI out will be back of that. Oh, I've got to go... There we go. It's not liking that though. I don't know about that right now. Okay. Hang on. So if I want to see if you can hear the sound from this console, I'll put a game in. Or a CD. So it's not liking that. Yeah. I'll have to reboot a couple of things in a sec. But not getting There we go. I want to see if there's sound coming through the HDMI. Now. Right. Can you hear that playing? Oh, hang on. Yeah, I don't know why it's dropping in and out. That's rather annoying. Shouldn't be. So the screen capture stays there. Oh, it's changed friggin' sides on me again. So my screen capture should be the same as when I go over to game console capture. I'm not even getting any, there we go. I'm getting a picture, but you guys aren't. Well, it goes into, oh, this cable might be playing up. This is my dodgy one. No, you just can't see what I can see, and you should be able to. I put into the number one. I don't want it in one because that's, I want to be able to have picture in picture with this and that. Still got black screen. You shouldn't have black screen there. Should be what I'm seeing. It worked with the old capture card without an issue. It's not working here. Let me just try it straight into the input. See what happens. I got a 4. So that's not working at all. Okay. The dual output, input, output thingy-majig, it's not working. If I swap them over in this adapter. Still nothing. So why is that not working? I'm just swapping out some cables here to try and work out why it's not doing what it's meant to be. So that's 4. So if I go back to two, should have side camera, and there we go. Oh, so it comes up and then drops out, yeah. Huh? The F. Yeah, that's weird. So it's going through. If I plug, oh, there's so many friggin' inputs, it's not funny. Shit, it's confusing sometimes. Right, you should be getting screen capture there, and that's not even working at the moment. So input 2 is not. Not even getting screen capture now. You said it'd take 2 minutes to set up, eh? Should have just been plug all the, swap them over and plug them all in. Not the case. So there's screen capture. Oh, it's been really weird now. That should be screen capture, yeah. Oh, it's flicking up and flicking off too, okay. Huh. Maybe it's... So that's the rework machine. I can stay out for a minute. So input 4 should go, so there's screen capture. So it should be going between that, and then when I turn the console on, I can switch over there. Well, it worked before Final Mans, I don't know. If I switch over, I can see it and it drops out for you guys, yeah. Interesting. Wasn't doing that before. Let's try a different PS3, eh? Something's not liking something there. I'm just trying to picture the cables in between there and there. Might be causing me issues. It's not even getting screen capture. Oh, so I've got... There is a way to... I'll be back into it in a minute. Venins, I'll just get this sorted, and I'm not getting any image. on the PS3. Well, I am on my screen, but not for you guys. So if I was to put that in there, so it's interesting, it's not even showing up on there. That's disappointing. So if I go back to my usual setup, piss all that off, just go back to, so on 4 I have the rework machine, 3 I have the scope, 2 I have the side camera, and 1 I have that. So it only does picture in picture with 1 and 2. I should be able to increase the size of that somehow, I don't know how. I'm sure I can. I'll worry about that later. So 3 and 4. So on picture in picture, oh, I can do it with whatever input I'm on, okay. Interesting. Or it always takes 1. Yeah, so it always uses, and I can't reverse them, I don't know. Well, I can't swap those picture in pictures around, back to front. Which is really weird. Oh, yeah, I can. I gotta manually. Why is it using this? Anyway, that's confusing. I have to suss out the picture in picture shit. But what I need to get going is the screen capture, which would usually be in here. On 2. Okay, so that's got my screen capture from the computer, but it should be picking up a console plugged in also. Yeah, I'm going to do that in a minute. Reverse some NANDs and see what happens. So I'm not getting any output at all for that now. That's coming from that, and that should be outputting to both the screens. It's doing my screen capture, but it's not doing console. For me, neither, or you guys. Yeah, I am. Okay, so I'm getting picture. You guys aren't. These are getting screen capture, but not console capture. Oh, there we go. Oh, up then off. What the fook? I don't get that. So now I've even lost oh, hang on. So it's lost power of some description. So technically there we should have screen capture, yes, and then I should be able to hit this button and swap it over to that and it stay on the screen, but it's dropping out. But I think it's doing it with I don't know why it's doing that. So this if I was to try and plug it straight into the capture card, I put that on 4, nothing still. So it's not even I wonder if it's my splitter thing down here playing silly buggers. Possibility. They're going through splitters and adapters and it's an absolute nightmare. Not getting anything out of unless this HDMI cable's decided to shit itself, which I can test that too with and get this out. Plug this into there. And then this into there. Okay, so I've got picture back here. So it's not the cable by the looks of it. See, just in and out, gone. Yet if I plug the PS straight into the capture card, I should, it's not even working there. So I'm not get, so that's that PlayStation's plugged directly into input 4. There's 1, 2, so input 2, 3 and 4. I should be getting picture out of that, but it's not displaying anything. Super weird, super weird. So I'm going to plug straight into this again. Yeah, it flashes up and then goes again. That's really weird. Yet when I've got it set up, I can see it in my screen over here. So there's nothing coming through on the capture card for that. Yet I'll plug, say, the BGA camera in, and there you go, that input works. And usually I have it in here. It's not liking piggybacked inputs or something, but it's giving me screen capture. There we go. Oh, and then it drops out. Bang, and then it's gone. Ah, why is it doing that? And then I should better flick that between the console running and my desktop. And then back to the console, bang, and then it disappears. I'm guessing there's going to be settings, like a software for the actual capture card that I might have to look at. There's nothing on the front of it, like the buttons that I can pick and change. Like bang, there it is. I just want that to stay there, and it doesn't. Desktop. So the only other thing I could do is remove the desktop for now. Yeah, it's still not making sense though. I put that here. And again, that should be given his image and it's not. So nothing that the consoles are pumping out is displaying. Which is the problem. So I just put that, even if I put it directly into the capture card, we don't get image. The only way I get image is that little flash and then off again. So it's not that. I can remove that, go back to how I've normally got it set up. I use that HDMI cable. They both run in to a splitter, 2 in, 1 out.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits, I'm losing shit. A stupid myth, you choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose your gift. Oh.
Yeah, so I've got it set up the way I normally did with the old capture card, and I would just go to input 2 and I'd flick between here and there. So there's my desktop, and back to the camera, desktop, camera, and then so what's displaying on this monitor here is what you're seeing now, and then I'd push this button and it would flick between the PlayStation and the desktop. And I've got the PlayStation on the screen still, but it's dropped off your screen, off the capture card. I'll go back to the desktop, which is now not displaying either by the looks of it. So yeah, so I wonder, have another delivery. So I have this. It's going to test, make sure it's not the actual. So this should be between PlayStation and desktop. So it's not the little switch I have down here either, the splitter thing. So something else is going on. Oh, what a pain in the ass. I will, yeah, I'll try an Xbox in a sec. So my monitor, I'm seeing the PlayStation now, you guys aren't. Now I'm going to switch over to my desktop. Yeah, so you guys can, so I mean, you can see the desktop and it works fine. But when I try to switch over to console input, it flashes up for you as quickly, then drops out. I don't get it. I could just put the consoles on their own separate capture card, but it's the way I had it set up. It's good because I could have picture in picture with console and shit running. So let's go to HDMI. OG. HDMI. So it worked fine on the other capture card. It worked fine doing what it's meant to be doing. Well, there you go, that hasn't dropped out yet. So I'm wondering if there's some software I can log into the, so Xbox is fine. And I can flick back to the desktop. Bang, yep, back to the console. It's coming, let's just load booting. And bang. So, something to do with PS3s? So where's the HDC key, in the console or through the capture card? It's tracking me up. And then I should be able to flick between, over here, flick between side camera. Still blurry. And then back over to the console, back to the desktop. On the desktop, back to the console. So that's fine. Okay. Other capture card is stripping HDC feed. Okay. So, I wonder if there is a something in the software I can do it with. If there is, I'm sure there's some software. Well, so this HDMI from the console goes into a two-way splitter. Oh, hang on, so it goes into it goes in. Oh shit, where does it go? Hang on. So it goes into a 2 in or 3 in 1 out, and that's how I swap between the two inputs. And then out of that it goes into a 1 in 2 out splitter. So one goes to my capture card and one goes to the monitor. So what I see on the monitor you guys see through the capture card. And it worked fine on the other one. I wanted to see if you could hear sound through it now, because the old capture card, this one, it never pushed HDMI audio. I've tried 2 of the same brand, so I've got 2 of these, one on News Center at the moment. So I got, where's that power hammer? So I got, it goes in, so 1 in 2 out. So that's a 1 in 2 out. And I say one goes to the monitor and one goes to the capture card. The input into this comes from another 3 in 1 out, so I can switch between 3 inputs that go into this to 2 different sources, 2 different things. So you're saying this splitter here might be the key? I don't. I bought them because I was killing the other ones ages ago. was killing them, so I bought like extra expensive ones. So so there's no settings or anything I can friggin' work on with this thing, I'm guessing? Oh, it's not, oh hang on, well it's not installed properly either, with an exclamation mark on that. It's interesting. So do they have a driver for it? That's interesting. Where is the download? Is it free or I've got to buy it? Surely it comes with the friggin' capture card. DaVinci Resolve. Latest software. Well, where do I get the software? Okay. Okay. Shouldn't be this hard. Well, why is it not displaying Android? It's been a pain in the ass. I just want a driver for it now because Device Manager is saying there's no goddamn driver installed. Support top of page. I was just in there a minute ago. But... Meet Manuel. Select a product family. ATM Lives. Latest downloads. Is there an actual driver for it though? It's the ATEM Mini Pro or something. Yeah, ATEM Mini Pro. ATEM switches 9.4 update. Well, we better get that, eh? Oh, really? I have to register? Oh, damn, I don't need to. Do I need, yeah, is there a driver somewhere? Because Windows isn't installing it, so. 3.8 gig. ATEM Mini Pro, yeah. So I'm downloading that. Software update, add support, the display. Oh, hang on. So the problem I'm having is it's not displaying PS2. So if I plug a, PS3. If I plug a PS3 in, it drops out. I can't get it a solid picture like this, as I had from the OG. So if I plug in a PS3 again, Just see if it works on AV, eh? So PS3, turn that on. So there's my desktop. I should be able to switch now to the other side. How do I strip it though? So I've got PS3 up on my screen, and if I can get it to happen over here, hang on. On what you guys are seeing, there's the desktop, there's the PS3, and it's gone. So I would have to strip it before it goes into this switch. So I need to strip it off this before it gets into the capture card, yeah? There's no setting I can get from the firmware from Blackmagic to change any settings or anything? So none of the splitters I'm using here are stripping it. Even this one. These are good. This is a good splitter. 1 into 2. So that explains it. Even when I plug it in directly into the capture card, it's not working. Can I get a little inline stripper thing? And how do I make picture in picture bigger in the corner? No, they're all... So that means this old one must be HDCP compatible? Is that what that's telling us? Because it never had an issue? What's the M&Es? Because that picture in picture in the corner is way too small. I could. I could just go in and put, I could leave this connected, input one. Oh, hang on. No, no. No, I couldn't really, no. Because I got 4 inputs into... It's still downloading. Yeah, no, I don't think there'd be a way to do that, would there? Yeah, the picture in picture is very disappointing. That tiny little one in the corner, that's just... And I can't increase it. I can't get it to swap from like image to image. It's really shit. Normally I just press the button again and it would swap the two sources from one to the other. You know what I mean? And now it's not doing anything. That's really annoying. Unless yeah, I can't swap sources. So I can't, you know what I'm saying? So when I used to have picture in picture on this one, I just hit that and it would go 1 and 2 together, and I'd hit that again and it would swap the two over. But with this one I can't swap them over. I can move it into all 4 different corners, but I can't swap the frame. So, because that's really handy, and I don't know why it's got the same frame and the same friggin' thing at the moment. Unless I do that. Now I can't swap it over to put, say, the screen capture in the bottom corner and the top-down cam as the full screen. And when I go to input 1 and I go picture in picture, it just displays the same picture. Like, what? Not very happy with it. This thing worked perfect for what I needed. It just stopped kind of working until it's the best of its ability at some stage. So, and the cheap one I bought and I just sent back, you could do that and you could just swap over the inputs. So I've actually got to go to 2 to what's FTB? I've actually got to go to 2 input to get 1 and 2 together, but I can't get 1 as the big screen now. I can go to 1, but picture in picture just displays 1 again. I don't get it. I can't do picture in picture and swap them back and forth. Oh, that was a... If I do this, it does a slide in, slide out. Oh, and then you can do it like 0.5 seconds, hang on, quicker. So that's video out, it's not going to do anything, not doing any recording. What's key? Key on and off. What the hell's that? So why is it stuck on 4 now and I'm not even on 4? I don't even have input 4 selected there. What's key? Key on. Takes me to input 4 and I can't do picture in picture. Oh, this is shit. Okay, cool. Well, it's downloaded. What a fucking pain in the ass though. But I still need to get this HDCP sorted. Oh, it hasn't finished. Okay. So what am I going to do about the HDCP? What's the solution there? Where the console HDMI goes into the splitter box, I need a different splitter box that strips the HDCP out. Like a 3-in, 1 out, 2-in, 1 out. Yeah, sound about right? I only need a 2-in, 1 out to do it. So will this install the driver that's missing? In Device Manager also? Well, it's supposed to be a good unit, yeah. But it's just not plug and play by the sounds of it. It's like you have to fuck with me for 2 days until you get me set up. I want to get back to swapping those NANDs over. This thing was nice and easy. I don't need all the recording shit on the other end and on air and stream off, stop, record, friggin' disc shit. Key, I don't even know what the key is really. And then I got effects. Oh, that's like slide left to right. So if I go this one, 0.5 a second, go there and go like this. Oh, there you go, look. How stupid is that? That's pretty cool, I must admit. But